Good morning, students. Now we have come again to with a new topic. Okay, now see. This is again the revision tour. Revision tour means the journey of Python that we started in previous session will continue. Today we shall learn more about Python and some advanced concepts. Before we start, let us revise what we have learned till now. Okay, we have learned that a Python language is widely used general purpose high-level programming language developed by Guido van Rossum in February 1991. It is interpreter based language. It is slower, however it has several things, several facilities, several features which makes it very popular nowadays. Okay, now see, it is used for software development. Okay, it is used for software development, okay, web development, server-side scripting. Server-side scripting means internet programming. In internet programming, there are two types of programming. First is known as client-side scripting, and second one is server-side scripting. Server-side scripting requires a very tough language or very powerful language. If Python language is used for server-side scripting, it means that Python language is very powerful, very handy, very useful. Okay, it is also used for system scripting and also for mathematics. Okay, now what we have learned in the previous session, that there are so many features of Python language. It is easy to use due to its simple syntax rule. It is interpreted language which help us to execute or check each line of the code line by line. On the other hand, the compiler shows all the or execute all the statements or the whole program at one time, and shows all the errors at one time, which makes sometimes cumbersome or complex. It is also a cross-platform language. Cross-platform means it can run on Windows, Linux, Macintosh, or any platform or any operating system. It is also expressive language. Expressive means we have to write less code to express, to do more and more jobs. It is completeness, because it supports a wide range of library. Okay, library means functions or the features which we use in our programming. So many functions are already available, just we have to mention it name and it will be called. We won't have to write large programs to do some work. Okay, to do some regular work. It supports large variety of library. However, it is not having as much libraries as available in C++, Java, or any other languages, but it is having the sufficient number of library which helps in developing large softwares also. It is free and open source because we can download it freely. There is no cost. We have to pay nothing for this, and its source code is also available, which can be modified and extend and improve and make available for others by your name also. It is also possible. Okay, now today see, I know that you must have enjoyed learning Python and easily started writing instructions in computers in Python ideally or the Spider ideally. Earlier we have learned about merits and demerits of Python programming language with the understanding of compiler, interpreter, interactive and script mode of writing instructions. Now we will learn more about Python. Today we will learn about token. or the lexical units, which really helps in making instructions or the commands or the program correct and error free in Python programming language. Tokens are the smallest individual units of a program instruction. In Python language, there are total of 5 types of tokens. 5 types. So whatever we write in a program, each and every word or each and every symbols is known as token. Each and every individual symbols, individual words are known as tokens. Okay, these tokens, all these tokens are divided in 5 categories. What are those categories? First is keyword, second one is identifier, third one is literals, fourth one is operators, and fifth one is punctuators. Here we have added one sample program. This program is used to display even numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, see what are here. Here are keywords. What are the keywords? See, for is a keyword, in is a keyword, if is a keyword. These are the keywords. These are the reserved words. These have some special meanings, which we learn more in the next session, next slide. Okay, and these are the keywords. Here some identifiers are also. These are the names. Okay, the names are given by ourselves in program. So many names are required, so many variables are required which hold some values. These names are given by us or the programmers, and okay, any name can be given. It is having some rules which we will discuss later. Okay, these are the names, variables. Here a is also a variable or the identifiers. Okay, see, so many literals are there. Literals are the values or the numbers or the data. Okay, these are the literals. See, 1, 10, 0, these are the literals. It is having some operators also. Here percent symbol is an operator, equals to is an operator. Operators do some actions, to perform some actions, do some computation work. Here percent symbol, what it will do, it will divide a by 2 and gives the remainder value. Again this remainder value will be checked by again the next operator, that is double equal to operator. Okay, it will check with 0, that the result of a percent 2 is equals to 0. If it is 0, then print statement will be called. It will display the number, otherwise it won't display the number and come to the next, now come to check the next number. Okay, these are the things here. Punctuators, here are so many punctuators. Actually these are the separators. Here comma is a separator, the colon is a separator. Here again one column is given. Here brackets are also the separators. Okay, these are the brackets or the parentheses, small brackets. These are also the separators known as punctuators. Okay, now come to next. No, we will discuss it with detail, all the tokens. The keyword, first one is the keyword. Keywords, what are these? These are the reserved words of the compiler or interpreter or the language which we learn and used as and cannot be used as identifier. Second token is identifier, which are the names given by the programmer to different parts of the program. Okay, now we cannot use these keywords as identifier. We cannot use, or it will gives error sometimes. These we should know these operators cannot be used as identifier, and these reserved words or the keywords having the special meaning in the language. Okay, and operator, ESCC, so many things. Here see, in the previous slide we shown you so many identifiers for, in, if. See, these are here in the list or not. If is here, in is here, for for is also here. See, for, if, if is, in is also there. These are the is a word which we used in the previous chapter. These and all those keywords cannot be used as identifier or for other purpose. Now come to identifiers. Identifiers are the names given to different parts of the program. Okay, in Python, identifier is a name used to identify a variable, function, class, module, or object. Identifier means we have to give names. Okay, those names are known as identifiers, but we cannot give any type of name. There are some rules, there are some precautions we have to follow by before giving any identifier. An identifier must start with a letter capital A to Z or small a to Z or an underscore. We can start any identifier by using letters A to Z, small or capital, or an underscore. Okay, no numbers can be used at the starting point of an identifier. It can be followed by numbers, any 0 or more letters, or underscore or digits we can use. There is no problem. Okay, after then first letter should be A to alphabets or underscore, and then after then if we want 2 letters, 3 letters, 4 letters identifiers, then we can use numbers also, underscores also, letters also, but no other symbols. Python does not allow special characters, no special characters except underscore. Underscore we can use, but no other special characters. Say for example comma, plus, minus, these hyphen, these we cannot use, colon, this we cannot use, as symbol we cannot use. Identifier here. Identifier must not be a keyword. Keyword, there should no keyword can be used as identifier, we already know. Okay, no, Python is case sensitive. Case sensitive means it differ capital letters and small letters. If we have given a name to, or if we have make a variable with capital letter, then writing small letters will create another variable. And if you want to call the same variable, say for example here I am giving you example, say here we have written a equals to 2. Okay, and then somewhere we are giving print statement, print. Okay, suppose print, and here wrongly or anything capital A we have written, then it will show you error because the capital A is not equal to small a in Python language. So what we have to do, either we have to make both the small letter or both the capital letter, then it will work. Here we can make this one capital letter A, capital A equals to 2, then print A, then it will be okay. Okay, now find here. Thus some examples are given here. Roll number and roll number are two different identifiers in Python because R is capital letter here, and here the second one R is small letter. So both these identifiers are separate. Both are two different identifiers. Some valid examples of some valid identifiers are my book, it is okay, file 123 okay, j2 dt okay, date underscore 2 it is okay. These are the valid identifiers. Okay, some additional naming conventions is there. Class names start with an uppercase letter, or actually these are the conventions, these are the recommendation. This is not necessary, but if we follow these recommendation, these conventions, then it will look the program better, and it will be helpful for other programmers also to identify different parts of the program. These are the conventions. First, what are the conventions? That all the class names we will learn later, okay, must start with uppercase letter. Okay, and identifiers, the variable names, say for example A, B, C is these names, length, breadth, roll number, these identifiers must start with lowercase letters. Okay, Starting an identifier with a single leading underscore indicates that an identifier is private. If there is a provision to make identifiers private or public or global, this is possibility. If we put underscore at the starting of an identifier, it makes the identifier private. Okay, it is considered as private. So if we want to make any identifier private, we can put underscore at the starting position of the variable name. Okay, starting and next one is starting an identifier with two leading underscores indicates a strong private identifier. If we put two strong underscores, then it will become strong private identifiers. Now fourth one is if the identifier also ends with two trailing underscores, the identifier in a language defined special name. Listen, that we have put two underscores before and two underscore after, means leading and trailing. Leading means at the starting point, and trailing means at the end point. We have put two additional underscores to a variable name or any identifier. It means that it is a language defined special name. Okay, we will use it later, don't bother about it. Now come to literals. What are the literals? Literals are the values. Literals in Python can be defined as numbers, text, or other data. Any data which we use in Python is known as literal, that represents values to be stored in a variable, and these variables or these literals can be stored in a variable also. Just say for example a equals to 20 here. Okay, 20 is an identifier. 20 is an identifier, and a is a 20 is literal. Okay, and a is identifier. More examples are given here. Example of a string literal in Python is name Johnny, f name Johnny. These are here Johnny and Johnny, both spelled differently, is termed as literals. Okay, and these literals can be stored in a variable or the identifier, that is here name is given, f name is given. Examples of integer literals, numeric literals are also here. 22 we have stored in the variable age. Here 2 is literal. Example of float literal, here 6.2 we have stored in a variable height, then 6.2 is a literal. Okay, this which type of literal? This is float type of literal, this is integer type literal, this is string type literal, and some special literals are also there. None, we can store none to a variable also. Name equals to none, it is also possible. Make sure that the word none must start with capital letter N. Okay, these are the special literals, and none means nothing. Now come to operators. What is the value, what is the features of operators here? Operators can be defined as symbols that are used to perform operations on operands. Okay, operands and operations and operators. Here three things is given here. Example, say see here we have given a is greater than 2. Okay, here greater than is operator. Okay, it is operator, and 2 and a is, we already know there's 2 is a literal and a is an identifier. Both may have some value. 2 is clear, it is 2 value, but a must have some value. A holds some values, say for example 7, 8, 9, 10, any value can hold, and this operator performs some actions, performs some computation work between these two values. Here what is known as, here in this example, here a and 2 are known as operands. What is it is known as operands. Okay, operands, this operands, and these are the greater than symbol are the operators. Okay, Uh, mm, mm. This operator performs some action on or do some calculation on operands. Okay, it is so many operators are there, so many types of operators are there. There are arithmetic operator, relational operator. Arithmetic operators do some addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Okay, and relational operators is greater than less than, is it checks comparison between two values. Assignment operators do stores value in a variable or make a variable capable to hold some value. And logical operators are used to do some logical computation and or not. Okay, decision type computation. Bitwise operators are some special type of operators here, and caret and tilde not it is piping symbol. Okay, membership operators, in not in, we will learn these things later on. Don't if you don't know here, you will learn there next time. Okay, this is identity operators is not. Arithmetic assignment operators is there. Okay, so many operators are there. Now, last token is here. This is punctuators. Punctuators, we already know that it is used to implement the grammatical and structure of a syntax. Following are the Python punctuators. Actually, punctuators are what? Punctuators are the separators used to separate two different types of tokens. This is quotation mark, double quotation mark, has backslash, brackets, and so many type of brackets. This is a small bracket known as parenthesis. This is a big bracket known as square bracket. Here curly braces is there. This is known as only braces. Okay, braces it is known as comma, colon, dot, backcourt. These are the so many punctuators are there. These are just the separators to separate two different types of tokens. Okay. Now what we have learned today, we have to check our learning capability. Okay, so these are the assignments which you have to do. If you are which you have to do. Okay, try to do it at your home, and thank you for now.